Two people eat exactly the same meal, same calories, same food, same portion size. One stores more fat than the other, not because of their genes, not because of their willpower, because of what is living inside their gut. Your gut bacteria are not just digesting your food. They are deciding what happens to every calorie you consume. They are controlling whether the energy you eat gets burned or stored. They are sending signals to your fat cells that determine their very identity, whether they store fat or burn it. And right now, in a body carrying excess weight, those bacteria have been disrupted. The ones that signal fat burning have been replaced by ones that signal fat storage. And the result is a body that extracts more calories from the same food, stores more of what it absorbs, and resists every attempt to lose weight. Welcome to Cellfresco. One belief drives everything we do here. Every cell has a healing food. Today we go inside your gut to show you exactly how your gut bacteria are secretly controlling your weight at the cellular level, and the specific foods that shift that balance back toward fat burning. Here is what we cover today. First, the issue: how your gut bacteria control fat storage and fat burning through 3 specific cellular mechanisms. Second, the solution: 3 specific foods each, sending one targeted signal to restore one specific gut bacteria function. Third, your daily protocol. And finally, your action plan. Now the story. Imagine 2 identical kitchens, same ingredients, same recipes, but one kitchen has a chef who wastes nothing and extracts every calorie from every ingredient. The other has a chef who discards half of what comes in. The first kitchen always has leftovers to store. The second never does. Your gut bacteria are that chef. And research published in Nature in March 2026 made a discovery that changes everything we thought we knew about weight and gut bacteria. Scientists at Keio University, the Broad Institute and City of Hope discovered that specific gut bacteria, when they detect certain dietary conditions, produce molecular signals that trigger white fat cells to transform into beige fat cells. White fat stores energy. Beige fat burns it. The same cellular signal that your gut bacteria produce can literally rewire your fat tissue from storage mode into fat-burning mode. And research published in Cell Reports Medicine in January 2026 confirmed a second mechanism. The gut microbiome of people with obesity is enriched with bacterial strains that extract more energy from food. They harvest more calories from the same meals. The same food that produces weight loss in one person produces weight gain in another, depending entirely on which bacteria are doing the processing. And a third mechanism drives the entire system. Research confirmed that specific gut bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, particularly butyrate, propionate, and acetate, that travel to your fat cells, your liver, and your muscle cells, and directly regulate how those cells respond to insulin, whether they burn fat or store it, and how efficiently your mitochondria operate. 3 cellular mechanisms, all controlled by the bacteria living in your gut, all shifted in the wrong direction by the diet that created the weight problem in the first place. But 3 specific foods send the signals to shift them back. Cellular problem 1. Your gut bacteria are rewiring your fat cells towards storage instead of burning. The bacteria that produce the molecular signals triggering white fat to become beige fat have been depleted. Your fat cells are stuck in storage mode. They are not responding to the browning signal that would make them burn energy instead of holding it. Food 1, kefir, the fat cell browning signal. Research confirms that lactobacillus and bifidobacterium species, both abundantly present in kefir, produce the short-chain fatty acids and molecular signals that directly interact with fat cell receptors to promote the browning of white adipose tissue. These bacteria produce butyrate and propionate that bind to GPR41 and GPR43 receptors on your fat cells, the exact receptors that regulate whether your fat cells store or burn energy. And the March 2026 Nature study confirmed that 4 specific bacterial strains, all of which are enhanced by fermented food consumption, produce molecular signals that cause white fat cells to take on the characteristics of beige fat. More mitochondria inside each fat cell, more fat-burning enzymes activated, more energy expenditure from the same tissue that was previously only storing. You are not drinking a dairy drink. You are delivering the exact bacterial strains that produce the molecular signals rewiring your fat cells from storage to burning mode. 1 cup of kefir every single morning. Cellular problem 2. Your gut bacteria are extracting too many calories from your food. The obese gut microbiome is enriched in bacterial strains that harvest more energy from dietary fiber and carbohydrates. They produce enzymes that break down complex carbohydrates that should pass through undigested. They extract extra calories from every meal, and those extra calories go directly into fat storage. Food 2. Jerusalem artichoke, the microbiome reset signal. Jerusalem artichoke is the single richest dietary source of inulin, a prebiotic fiber that specifically feeds bifidobacterium and reduces the populations of high-energy harvesting, firmicutes bacteria that dominate the obese gut microbiome. When bifidobacterium consume inulin from Jerusalem artichoke, they multiply rapidly and produce propionate, a short-chain fatty acid that directly suppresses the high-energy harvesting bacterial populations. Propionate also signals your liver to reduce glucose production and signals your hypothalamus to reduce appetite. The microbiome shifts from a high-calorie harvesting population toward a population that allows more energy to pass through unabsorbed. Research published in multiple studies confirms that inulin from Jerusalem artichoke measurably shifts microbiome composition toward bifidobacterium, reduces the energy harvesting capacity of the gut microbiome, and reduces fat accumulation. You are not eating a root vegetable. You are feeding the bacterial populations that reduce your gut's ability to extract excess calories from your food, while simultaneously producing propionate that signals fat burning in your fat cells and appetite reduction in your brain. Half a cup of Jerusalem artichoke 3 times per week. Cellular problem 3. Your gut bacteria are not producing enough short-chain fatty acids to signal fat burning throughout your body. Butyrate, propionate, and acetate are the molecular signals that travel from your gut to your fat cells, your liver, and your muscles to regulate fat storage versus fat burning. In the disrupted gut microbiome of obesity, the bacteria that produce these signals have been depleted. Your fat cells, liver, and muscles are not receiving the fat-burning signals they depend on. Food 3. Asparagus. The SCFA production signal. Asparagus contains inulin and fructooligosaccharides in a combination that specifically feeds butyrate-producing bacteria. Not just any gut bacteria. The specific strains that produce butyrate, the most powerful of the 3 short-chain fatty acids for fat cell programming. When butyrate-producing bacteria consume the prebiotic fiber from asparagus, they produce butyrate that travels to your fat cells and activates PPAR gamma, the nuclear receptor that regulates fat cell metabolism. Activated PPAR gamma in fat cells shifts their gene expression toward fat oxidation and away from fat storage, the same receptor that walnuts activate in liver cells. But butyrate from asparagus also reaches your muscle cells and activates AMPK, increasing mitochondrial biogenesis and fat oxidation in muscle. And it reaches your gut wall cells and strengthens the tight junctions, sealing the gut permeability that allows inflammatory molecules to enter your blood and drive systemic fat storage. You're not eating a side vegetable. You are fueling the bacteria that produce the molecular signal that travels to your fat cells, your muscles, and your gut wall simultaneously to shift all 3 toward fat burning. 6 asparagus spears 4 times per week. Now your daily protocol. 3 foods. 3 cellular signals. Every day. Morning. 1 cup of kefir. Your fat cell browning signal. Lactobacillus and bifidobacterium delivered directly to your gut to begin producing the molecular signals that rewire your fat cells. 3 times per week. Half a cup of Jerusalem artichoke with any meal, your microbiome reset signal. Inulin feeding bifidobacterium and reducing the high-calorie harvesting bacteria. 4 times per week, 6 asparagus spears with any meal, your SCFA production signal. Butyrate producing bacteria fed and activated, fat burning signaled in fat cells, muscles, and gut wall simultaneously. What to eliminate immediately? Ultra-processed foods directly destroy butyrate-producing bacteria. Artificial sweeteners measurably alter gut microbiome composition toward bacteria that promote fat storage. Antibiotics, when avoidable, destroy the beneficial bacteria your fat burning depends on. Alcohol disrupts the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium populations kefir is trying to restore. These are not just unhealthy choices, they are direct anti-signals that maintain the disrupted gut microbiome driving your weight gain. Now your action plan. 3 cellular problems, 3 healing foods, 3 signals. Kefir every morning delivers the bacteria that produce molecular signals to rewire white fat cells into fat-burning beige fat. Jerusalem artichoke 3 times per week. Resets microbiome composition to reduce calorie harvesting and produce propionate. Asparagus 4 times per week. Fuels butyrate-producing bacteria to signal fat burning in fat cells, muscles, and gut wall. Start tomorrow morning with kefir. Your gut bacteria will begin receiving their first fat-burning signals before you leave the house. Your gut is not your enemy. It is your most powerful weight loss ally, and it has been waiting for the right food to reactivate it. If this video showed you that weight loss starts in your gut before it shows on your body, please give it a thumbs up right now. It helps more people find this channel, and it means everything to us. Subscribe to Cellfresco. Every cell has a healing food, and every week we show you exactly which one. In our next video, we go inside your stress hormones to show exactly how cortisol is directing fat specifically to your belly and the food that sends the signal to block it at the cellular level. Keep healing, keep thriving.